The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like BMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. Right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. What y'all think? Everything that you say about me. My dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South Beach. He told me this summer he gon' fix my jumper. I told Boy Wonder that we might got a thumper. I've been trying to pop, now I'm on like Shumpert.
The Nets play. Before the hometown crowd, we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Kemba Walker. Team moving on here without him.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. He won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Simmons. Sinks that one from the post. Simmons got his team on the board to start the game for the Nets.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
Now, here's Barrett. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
George looking around. It's Durant on the wing. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. That one, no good. And New York will come the other way. Fournier gets a wide open look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Picked by Randall. And it's Barrett penetrating. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And it's KD with the rebound. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the drive. They get it again. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He and his assistants are trying to figure out ways to run Paul George off of the three-point line. Coach said even though George is a good passer, he's an elite shooter. He'd rather force him into making plays for others. This is the kind of problem that a superstar presents every night. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. The shot by KD. No good. Pass to Randall. Back to Barrett. Picked by Randall. Barrett with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And stolen by Simmons. The three from George. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. That three off the mark. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Barrett. And stolen by Simmons. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Really good energy and effort by Drummond, the big man running the floor there.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Fournier. Randall down low. And it's sent back by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
Harris outside. Drummond in the post. Out to KD. Pocket 4. They grab their own miss.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by a bucket. We'll get things started in this.
Brooklyn Nets. Thanks. Your Brooklyn Nets.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And Aldridge comes over to help. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Knicks substitution.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Back to Mills. From deep. Drills it from outside. Mills has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
You know, that's how you stretch a defense out, guys. Mills not afraid to let it fly from anywhere.
Pass to Noel. Quickly with it. Guarded by Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
That one goes. Count it.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Faster quickly. Inside. Here's Noel. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Rose, no good. Pass to Aldridge. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Outside Rose. Drills the three-pointer. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right wing. Down low. Out to the right wing. Pass to Rose. There's a screen by Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's KD. Here's Drummond. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first foul.
That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, I mean, you're going to get trips to the line.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime. If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Simmons with it. Now defended by Randall. Count that one. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
It's a t-shirt bonanza. I'm telling you, we get t-shirts for everybody. But we only give them out to the loudest fans. You want one? Let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn.
Substitutions for your Nets.
Blake Griffin.
6 seconds left now here in the second.
Hold on.
With 1 on the clock. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Knicks trail by 7. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitutions for your Nets.
And here's Barrett. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Outside for Randall. The 11-footer. Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Back to Mills. Nets passing it around. Outside, Green. Here's Griffin. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Robinson.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
It's stolen by Randall. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
His first foul.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
Timeout, Brooklyn. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Some changes for Brooklyn.
Substitutions for your Nets.
Barrett with the ball. He is still scoreless so far in this one. For the lead, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. They're scoreless since the first half. So valuable on the defensive side of the ball, Simmons goes beyond personal, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Randall with the bucket.
Randall.
Randall's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's KD for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 2.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfect.
On defense, the Nets. Now Barrett. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
It's Randall with the drive. And it's sent back by Drummond. Moving it up. Here's George. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. .114 left in the third. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
Takes it inside, and Noel throws it down.
And the slender build of Noel allows him to sprint to the cup quickly. I mean, it's not just being lean. He's got some nice quickness as well. Extremely effective on the drive.
And it goes down 2 points. Drummond's got 9.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Toppin. 6 to shoot. There's the drive. Noel. And again, it's New York.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. All right, fans, that is the Brooklyn Nets Death Team. Make some noise, fans.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Mills. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
All right.
And we've reached the end of the third.
Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. Come on, fans.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Timeout called the Nets.
Time of Brooklyn. T-shirt. T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
On our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, and he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And it's Rose with the ball for New York. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. There's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
High post, KD. On the wing, George. Going inside. Here's Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. George has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Rose. To the paint. Here's Noel. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Really got to admire the way Noel adjusts after contact. Excellent body control by the big man.
Here's Drummond. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Pass to Noel. The kick out to Rose. And stolen by Simmons. And now we've got the intentional foul.
His first foul. First team foul. Next substitution.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Outside for George. And the Nets, another 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drives.
Into the lane. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside, KD. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Drummond throws it down.
Everything the big man does is working right now. It's Andre Drummond's night. Keep that ball coming to him.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Drummond. Outside for Durant. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Robinson with the block. It's Barrett on the wing. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And pick and roll is huge in today's game. Barrett realizing what to do in those sets.
Simmons with it. Out defended by Randall. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The three, Barrett. The offensive rebound. To tie it up. And Simmons with the rebound. It's the Nets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to KD. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Robinson.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And they commit an intentional foul. Issue another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away. No, you got to foul.
I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, coming out of high school, George had a lot of options. He chose Fresno State, and it was a good call. His skills were on full display. He got to grow and blossom there. He became a leader. He even got his number retired and earned the number 10 pick in the draft, which was a surprise. But he's paid that off in a big way over his career.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed.